Smiling face with horns, she was never meant to stay. Broken heart, but he couldn't let her go. The room was silent. Too silent. Like something serious was about to happen. Zara stood still, arms crossed, eyes steady. She wasn't scared, but she wasn't comfortable either. Across the table, him, Damon Voss, a man people didn't question, didn't challenge, didn't even look at for too long. "I don't repeat myself," Damon said calmly, his voice low, controlled, dangerous in a quiet way. Zara didn't look away. "Good, because I don't agree easily." A faint pause, then a small smile, not warm, interested. "That's exactly why I chose you." Her expression tightened slightly. "Chose me for what?" Damon leaned back, relaxed, but completely in control. "A deal," he said. Simple, but heavy. "I'm not interested." Immediate. Sharp. "You will be." No hesitation. No doubt. That confidence was irritating and unsettling. "Try me," Zara said. A pause. Then, "I solve your problem." He stopped, watching her closely. "And you stay with me." Silence. Because that wasn't a normal offer. "For how long?" she asked slowly. "Until I say otherwise." Her jaw tightened. "Then it's not a deal." "It is." A beat. "You just don't like your side of it." That hit. Because it was true. Zara stepped closer. Not intimidated. Just careful. "And why me?" she asked. A pause. Longer this time. Damon looked at her. Not quickly. Not casually. Like he was studying something. "Because you don't break easily." That answer wasn't what she expected. "And you want to test that?" A faint smile. "No." A pause. "I want to see how long you last." That line should have been a warning, but something about it felt like a challenge instead. "What if I walk away?" she asked. Damon didn't move, didn't react. "You won't." That confidence again. "And if I do?" A pause. Then I lose interest." That answer. Unexpected. Disarming. Because he wasn't forcing her. Not really. He was just certain. Zara exhaled slowly, thinking, weighing it. "What happens if I agree?" Damon leaned forward slightly. Eyes sharper now. Focused. "You stay." A beat. "And I don't let anything touch you." That line changed everything. Because it wasn't control. It was protection. In his own way. Zara looked at him. Really looked this time. Trying to understand. Trying to find the truth behind his words. "Fine," she said finally. The word landed heavy. "Real." Damon didn't smile. Didn't react much at all. But something in his eyes shifted. Subtle. But undeniable. Because this was supposed to be just a deal. But the moment she said yes, it stopped feeling simple. And for the first time, Damon Voss looked at her like she was more than part of an agreement. Like she was something he didn't plan for. Something he might not be able to control. Speech balloon was his obsession, real love, or something dangerous. Backhand index pointing right comment. Love red heart or obsession smiling face with horns. The silence didn't leave. It changed. Turned heavier. Closer. Like the room itself knew something had shifted. Zara stood there, still processing what she had just agreed to. A deal. Simple on paper. Complicated in reality. "Pack what you need," Damon said. Calm. Already moving forward. Like this was decided long before she said yes. "You don't waste time," she replied, watching him closely. "No." A pause. "Neither should you." That tone again. Not controlling. But not leaving room for hesitation either. His place was nothing like she expected. Not loud. Not chaotic. Quiet. Minimal. Controlled. Everything in its place. Just like him. "You can stay here," Damon said, opening a door. "Your space." Zara stepped inside slowly, looking around. No locks. No guards. No signs of being trapped. "You're not going to watch me?" she asked. A faint pause behind her. "I don't need to." She turned. "What does that mean?" Damon leaned slightly against the doorframe, relaxed, but his eyes focused. "It means A pause. You'll stay. That confidence again. But now, it felt different. Less like control. More like certainty. You really believe that? She asked. He didn't hesitate. Yes. That answer should have annoyed her. But instead, it made her curious. Days passed. Slow. Measured. Damon didn't hover. Didn't question her. Didn't interfere. But he noticed everything. When she skipped meals, food appeared. No comment. When she stayed up late, lights were left on. Quietly. When she tested the boundaries, he didn't stop her. Just watched. And that was the problem. Because he wasn't controlling her. He was learning her. One night, she found him on the balcony, looking out at the city. Still. Focused. You don't sleep? She asked. He didn't turn. Not much. Zara stepped beside him. Not too close, but closer than before. You're watching me, she said. Not a question. A statement. Now he looked at her. Slowly. Yes. No denial. No hesitation. Why? A pause. Longer this time. Because you're different. That answer. Soft. But intense. How? She asked. Damon studied her for a moment, like he was choosing his words carefully. You don't adjust. A beat. You observe. Zara's breath slowed slightly, because he was right. And that bothers you? She asked. A faint shift in his expression. No. Another pause. It interests me. That word. Interest. It sounded simple, but it wasn't. Not from him. Because this wasn't just curiosity anymore. It was focus. Attention. Something deeper. You said this was just a deal, she said quietly. Damon stepped closer. Not fast. Not aggressive. Just enough. It is. A pause. Then, for now. That line changed everything. Because now, there was something unspoken between them. Something growing. Something neither of them had planned. Zara didn't step back. Didn't break the moment. Because for the first time, she felt it too. Not fear. Not control. Something dangerous in a different way. Something that pulled instead of pushed. And that was worse. Because now, walking away wouldn't be about freedom anymore. It would be about whether she wanted to. The air between them changed. Not suddenly. Not loudly. But enough to feel. Zara noticed it first. Not in what Damon said, but in what he didn't. He still gave her space. Still didn't control her. Still let her move freely. But his attention never left. It was always there. Quiet. Constant. Unavoidable. She tested it. Of course she did. One afternoon, she walked toward the door. Slow. Intentional. Not running. Just leaving. Damon was in the room, leaning back, watching her. He didn't move. Didn't stop her. Didn't say a word. Her hand touched the door. Paused. Going somewhere? He asked calmly. She didn't turn. Maybe. A pause. Then go. That answer. Again. Simple. Unbothered. But this time, it didn't feel the same. Because she could feel it. Something beneath it. Something controlled. Something held back. Zara slowly turned. Looking at him. Really looking. You won't stop me? A beat. No. Silence. Heavy. Why? Damon stood now. Slow. Deliberate. Because if I have to stop you, he stepped closer. One step at a time. Then you were never staying for the right reason. That line hit deeper than she expected. Because he wasn't holding her. He was waiting for her to choose. And that was more dangerous. Zara didn't move. Didn't open the door. Because suddenly, leaving felt different. Not like escape. Like loss. Why do you care? She asked quietly. A real question. Not a test this time. Damon stopped in front of her. Close. No distance left. I didn't plan to, he said. Honest. Low. A pause. Then, but I do. That was it. No dramatic words. No confession. But it was enough. Because now, it wasn't just interest. It was attachment. Something deeper. Zara's heartbeat shifted. not fast, just aware. "You're not used to this," she said softly. Damon didn't deny it. "No." "Then why me?" A pause. Longer this time. "Because you don't need me," he said. A beat. "And you stayed anyway." That answer changed everything, because it wasn't about control, it was about choice. Her choice. And somehow, that made him want her more. Not to own, not to keep, but to understand, to be close to not lose. Zara stepped closer now, closing the last bit of space. "You're getting attached," she said quietly, a faint shift in his expression. "Maybe. That honesty. Rare. Real. And that doesn't scare you?" A pause. "Then, it should." Silence. But charged. Because now, they both felt it. This wasn't a deal anymore. It was something else. Something neither of them could fully control. And that made it dangerous. But not in the way they expected. Because the real danger wasn't losing freedom. It was losing each other. Smiling face with horns, it started as a deal. Red heart, but ended as a choice neither of them could walk away from. The door was open. Wide open. For the first time, there was nothing stopping her. No deal. No condition. No reason to stay. Zara stood there, looking out. At freedom. At the life she could return to. Behind her, silence. Then, Damon's voice. Low. Steady. "You can go." No tension. No control. No expectation. Just truth. Zara didn't turn immediately. Just like that. A pause. Then, yes. That answer. Different this time. Because now. He meant it. "You're ending the deal?" she asked. Damon stepped closer. Slow. Controlled. But not distant anymore. "There is no deal," he said quietly. A beat. "Not anymore." Silence filled the space. But it wasn't heavy. It was clear. Because this time, he wasn't holding anything over her. Not even himself. Zara turned slowly, facing him. No distance left. "And if I leave?" she asked. A real question. One that mattered now. Damon held her gaze. Longer than before. More open. More honest. "Then you leave." A pause. Then, "I won't stop you." That was it. No hidden meaning. No control. Just choice. Zara stepped closer. Heart steady. Mind clear. "You really don't get it, do you?" she said softly. A faint shift in his expression. "Get what?" She smiled slightly. Not big. Just real. "I already chose." That line hit differently. Because now, it wasn't about staying because she had to. It was staying because she wanted to. Damon didn't move for a second. Like he was processing something he wasn't used to feeling. "You stayed," he said quietly. Not a question. "Yes." A pause. Then, "For you." That changed everything. Because this time, there was no deal behind it. No condition. Just truth. Damon stepped closer. No hesitation now. No distance. "You should have left," he said softly. A faint edge in his voice. Not anger. Fear. "Why?" she asked. A pause. Then, "Because I don't know how to lose you." That confession. Raw. Unfiltered. Real. Zara didn't step back. Didn't break the moment. "You won't," she said quietly. Silence. But not empty. Complete. Because now, everything was clear. This wasn't obsession anymore. It was something deeper. Something chosen. Something real. Damon reached for her hand. Slow. Careful. Like it mattered more than anything else. And she didn't pull away. Because this time, there was no fear. No uncertainty. Just them. And in the end, he didn't keep her because of a deal. She stayed. Because she wanted him.